I usually don't get excited about libraries. You know, just whatever. When I need to get something done, I'll go to them. And nowadays with the internet, I rarely go to libraries nowadays. But this one's different. This library is like just like almost a museum, really. But it's located right around downtown Phoenix, and it's right by the I-10 freeway. In fact, the freeway is pretty much right underneath. There's a park right next to it, right next to the park. But anyway, it was named after Bruton Barr. It's called the Bruton Barr Central Library, and he was a Republican minority majority leader in the Arizona House of Representatives from 1966 to 1986. And it also houses a collection of 1 million volumes. So it's a pretty big library. Now, this library has 5 floors. It was built or opened in 1995, and it's on 1221 North Central. Now, the light rail stops right in front of it, also, too, so it's pretty convenient. And the old library, it was the Phoenix Art Museum. And I made a video about that one, too, so if you want to look that one up. And I used to go to the old library, too, so. And that library I thought was pretty good. But this one is so much better. And I'll tell you the special features about this library. And as soon as you walk in, you're going to go through a hallway. And if you look on the wall, it tells you classes that are going on for all different things. I think when I saw it there, it was what about retirement? But they have all kinds of different things on there. There's always activities going on in the library. Or if you're looking for a job, there's always stuff going on about that too. So it's a good place to go to. But there's also a lot of special stuff on there too. As soon as you go inside, you'll see 3 high-speed elevators, and they'll go up to the 5th floor. But just when you go on there, you're actually looking out towards the whole library. It's actually pretty neat to go on those things. And this is the 1st floor. And you can also rent movies on their DVDs, and you can also get audio books on DVDs. I used to do that years ago. I don't do that anymore, but if you want to, it's a great place to go. And they got rows and rows of those type of items. And this is on the 1st floor. Now that doesn't look like a typical library. And you'll see a lot of coins in there too. People are always flipping coins in there. Also, the 1st floor is where you check out items too. And here's the I don't know if it's audio or DVDs, but there's the audiobooks also too, rows and rows of them. So if you are into those things, it's a great source. Actually, I don't even know how many CDs they have, but or audio CDs, but quite a few. Also, if you have small kids, it's a great place to bring them. They have a lot of activities for kids. Now there's also the kids section. Um, I don't know what that's for. I'm sure it's some kind of like a like story time, or whatever. But I'm not absolutely sure. They also have an outdoor section for kids. Now here's a mother with their kids outside. So that's pretty neat. I don't know if you can see the coins on there too. Here's the elevator going up, and I'm going on the second floor. It's a huge library. I used to come here quite a lot. I don't do that as much anymore. But when it gets hotter and stuff like that, now I'll probably go in there again. But they have the other stations where you can get on a computer. Oh, yes. Also have a college thing where if you're going to college, you have a little source where you can get find out stuff about student aid stuff like that. And there's a map of the Phoenix and surrounding communities area. What's also neat about this library is you also have these little glass casing. It tells you some of the history of Phoenix. And they also have these huge windows on the north and the south side. And this is a view facing north. And here's, I'm standing right in front of the elevators, and it tells you what's on each floor, where to go to. And my favorite room is probably the first floor and the fifth floor. They also have an art collection in the library, which is pretty neat to look at. They also have a rare book room, and I think it's on the fourth floor, if I'm mistaken. And it's filled with old books. And I think the collection was like I read someplace it was like 3,000 rare books. Probably more than that. I'm not really sure. But it's you can actually walk by it. I don't know if you can. I don't think you can go in there. Here's that rare book room. I guess that's a printing press. And here's a video about that room. Looks pretty interesting. Now, I don't think you're able to go in there. I know you're probably not. but it's like a glass panel, so you can look it through the glass to see it. And here's some of the workshops they have. Years ago, it was like 10, 12 years ago, probably longer than that. I took a public speaking class in there. So it was pretty neat. But they're always having signing class. They also have movies in there too. There's a room where you can go to and you watch movies. So it's a great place to go to actually. And here's some of the views. I have no idea what floor this is. Second floor, third floor, not really sure. But it's a great view, and we're facing the north side right there. And you'll see this also when you walk by, little glass decase things, and it has different things about different areas of interest. Oh, this is the fifth floor, and I love the view here. So you can just go on your computer and or read a book. And there's tables right there, right in front of that area. They have a bunch of tables there, right here. So it's just come here for the views. It's just great. And here's a parking lot too. This is what the north side, and right there is where the light rail's at. And here's some history on the library. The architects that built it, stuff like that. Now here's a view from the south side. And it's going to be facing downtown. Now see those little like blue things on the top? I'll tell you a little story about those. But and I have a video of because I'm going to walk to the window pretty soon. The next slide. But right underneath that park is the I-10 freeway, and it's really neat. And on the park, on the park, they're always having like concerts, stuff like that. So it's a pretty neat thing to go to when they're there. And you can also they also have First Fridays, which is the first Friday of every month. It's right around that same area. So if you get a chance, go down there. It's really a lot of fun. And there's a park right there. And right underneath that is the I-10 freeway. You would never know that. And this is where they have the concerts, stuff like that. Every once in a while they'll have them. And then that's where they have a First Friday, which if you Google that. It's a pretty neat thing to do on the first Friday of every month. And here's what the rest of the library looks like. Again, see those blue things on top? I'll tell you about those things. Now this is a great reading room, and it's on the 5th floor of the library. And see those blue things? That's for summer solstice. And what it is, once a year, and I've never been to it, but I read about it, and this year I want to go. But there's like 1,000 people that show up for this thing. And what it is, it's like the perfect geometry when the summer solstice arrives. The walls are supposed to get glacier blue. The library's great room morphs into a sundial once it hits. And the sunlight cascades down from the west wall and climbs up to the east. And the tips of the room, 28 pillars resemble bright lit candles. Never seen it, but I want to do it this year. But it sounds like a lot of fun. And here's me going down the elevator. Pretty neat. I just love those little pools there. I'm back on the 1st floor now. I don't know if you can see the coins in there, but I guess there's always. Oh, there's also you can climb up the stairs too. That's pretty neat, also. And here's the north side of the building, and those kind of look like sails. And those there's a whole thing to that. I'll probably get into that some other time. But and the light rail's right in front of there too. So if you ever come down here, you can take the light rail to the library. It's a great place to go to. It really is a lot of fun to go to the library. I know you're probably thinking library, but no, this is a different library. It's really a place to go to come to spend a couple of hours there. And what I do is I go to different events in Phoenix, restaurants, museums, places of interest, and I put them on this channel. And I have probably about 100 videos. So if you're not from Phoenix, or you're going to visit Phoenix, or if you live in Phoenix, there's always stuff to do here. You'll never not be able to find something to do. And in fact, you can go out pretty much every day and find new things to do. I guarantee you can. If you can't, you're not trying. But anyway, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you later.